Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So my name is Beth, and you're probably going to learn a lot more about me than you ever thought you could possibly learn about someone in a party in an evening. This piece is dedicated to anyone who has ever had a lover who didn't know how to approach their clitoris with jeweled intentions and skilled fingers.
Woo!
The clitoris. The clit. The Taurus. The little princess. The bell. The button. The fanny flange. The myrtleberry. The little man in a boat. The love kernel. The pleasure nubbin. No matter what you call it, the clitoris is probably one of the most kick-ass, amazing organs that were ever fashioned from primordial slime. Yeah. It's the only body part that exists for the sole purpose of providing yummy sexual sensations. And guess what? Not everybody has one. Yep, Mother Nature did some of us a real solid by giving us the holy and sacred clit. I wouldn't go so far as to say it makes up for years of menstrual cramping, but the clitoris is a pretty sweet consolation prize. Yes, the all-glorious clit is the proverbial cherry on top of the ice cream sundae that is Bio-Woman's genitalia. All of us who have had the pleasure of ringing our bells with fingers, vibrators, shower heads, tight pants, motorcycle engines, bumpy roads, and nasty grinding, know that when you hit that sweet spot, sparks fly, heavenly choruses of angels appear, and the planet wobbles on its axis. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
Give me a couple of clitoral orgasms, and I'll follow you around for the rest of your life. Seriously. You'll turn down the sheets in your bed, and I'll be laying there strewn amongst rose petals saying, hi. You'll be at the grocery store, heaving 5,000 pounds of kitty litter into the trunk of your car, and I'll be posing suggestively in between your ice scraper and your spare tire. Hello. You'll be at your cottage some summer and hear a rustle in your bushes, and I'll be swatting mosquitoes going, hey, sailor. You'll be 98 years old and in a retirement home, tucked under Afghans with your dentures in a glass, and I'll come hobbling in with my Walker and Blue Collie. Hey there, Sonny, you want to have another go? Yes, it's hard for me not to love the clitoris. She and I have had some great times together. There's a time where I was having steamy, hot sex with a lover outside in the middle of a thunderstorm, and he reached tenderly between my thighs and got me off while the sky opened up and lightning flashed across the sky. It was incredible. It was romantic. My body rocked with sensation, and I howled like a banshee.
Woo!
Yeah. Had multiple orgasms on his mind, and he touched my sensitive post-orgasmic clit just a little too hard and just a little too fast. And I reflexively punched him in the face. Really hard. And here I thought I was a lover, not a fighter. Lesson learned, beware the right hook. Then there was the first time a girl ever used a vibrator on me. There we were, tangled between the sheets, making love in this very slow, quiet, meaningful way, with the window open and an evening breeze blowing across our bed. 1 minute, we were sweetly sighing in each other's ears, and the next there was a slow bzzz. I'd never used a vibrator before, so I had no idea what to expect. I thought she was whipping out an electric toothbrush. Before I could open my eyes, I felt the most amazing sensation. And then I was screaming at the top of my lungs, oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, Christ! I think I'm, oh, God! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Oh! I was crawling around on the bed, just like Linda Blair in The Exorcist. Her neighbors were banging on the floor with broom handles car horn, flashing the lights and yelling, USA! USA! Oh my goodness. I love that moment when you first slide between a woman's labia and gently stroke her clitoris. Yeah, you know the look she gives. She gives this little expression of shock on her face, like, oh, what was that? And then this sly smile, like she's thinking, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe she moans, maybe she groans, but maybe with just a little bit of focus and tender attention, you can have her twitching uncontrollably and growling like a wild animal. At that moment, a woman's at her most real, her most basic self. There are no facades, there are no good manners. There's this raw, primal, powerful woman. Yeah. So, what I want to know is, if a lover can make you feel so good with some old-fashioned clitoral orgasming, then why the bloody hell is it that some people don't know their way around a clitoris? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not rocking the love kernel, then there's a very good chance that you and your partner are missing out on a great time. Life is too short to have a boring life. Stop having a boring tuna, stop having a boring life, stop having boring sex. So, welcome to Get the Clit 101. First of all, you've got to know far beyond a reasonable doubt where that little flap of skin is hiding. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, hello, I think I know where the clit is. It's between the labia. Well, I've got news for y'all. Either my last two lovers thought my labia started somewhere slightly below the line of my pubic hair, or somewhere just below the split of my derriere, or my clit was on vacation when we decided to bring into noise, bring into funk. Now, if you've seen beautiful artwork depicting yonis, then you know that every woman's lady bits look a little bit different. Some clits stick out like the stamen of a flower. Some flop around like Gene Simmons' tongue. Some are modest and shy, and you've got to track them down skillfully, gently. Crikey, she's a real beauty! If you're ever in doubt where a woman's clit is, stroke your finger between her labia. Softly. The key word is softly. You're not drilling for oil. You're not scratching a lottery ticket. You are softly stroking her clit. You know you've paid dirt when you feel something akin to a small bead under her skin. She gets that dreamy look in her eye. So, we found the clit. We've got a golden ticket. We've got a golden ticket. The world is ours. Now, there are several approaches to tantalizing someone's clitoris. One of them is simply rubbing it with your finger. But remember, it's always best to start slowly and gently. You're not a Boy Scout trying to start a fire. You're not a DJ scratching vinyl. Wiggity, wiggity, whack. You're trying to get your lover to relax into your touch and open herself wide for you. Once your finger is gliding on her button like you did as a 5-year-old on your slip and slide, you can build up speed and pressure. Everybody's different. Your gal might like you to press firm and make figure eights, or she might prefer you to use a feather touch and make tiny circles. Listen for her breathing. Is she sighing sweetly? Is she grunting? Is she snoring? If she is, you better switch it up. See if you can't get her to ride your hand like it was Grand River Transit.
Transit joke.
Like my girlfriend of yore, you can also use a vibrator. Vibrators can be very controversial for some folks.
Controversial.
Some women feel that they're the best thing since Dancing with the Stars. And some women think they're the worst thing since, well, Dancing with the Stars. How will you know what your partner thinks? Here's a revolutionary idea. Ask her! And for heaven's sakes, be in control of your tool. Know how to work it. There are few things as unarousing as watching your lover be overpowered with your vibrator like it was an out-of-control lawnmower. Not sexy. It's not a lightsaber. It's not a knife cutting a block of cheese. Be aware that many vibrators have multiple settings, starting with... Did you feel that? Middling somewhere around dentist drill and maxing out just short of blasting through space and time. I personally enjoy the fillings in my mouth being rattled and the plaster falling from the ceiling when using my vibrator. But I know that some women can barely stand the sensation of a vibrator being used on the lowest setting over their panties. Check with your partner. Ask her what she likes. When you see her tonsils and she's grabbing at the sheets, you're doing it right. Another fabulous way to pleasure your lover is to tongue her clit. Remember though, safety first. Use a dental dam and stick it before you lick it. I personally think that oral sex is mind-blowing. It's intimate, it's hot, and it feels so right. But if you're gonna do it with gusto. Don't stick out the very tip of your tongue and approach the holy altar like you're about to taste poison. Wrap that girl's legs around your ears, get down in it like a kid at a pie eating contest. Picture your lover as a split peach. Glide your tongue along her cleft and let your taste buds do all the talking. If you think your English muffin has nooks and crannies, then you ain't seen nothing yet. And while we're on the subject of feasting upon a lady's communion wafer, let us get something straight. Pussy smells like one thing and one thing alone, and that's pussy. It doesn't smell like vanilla. It doesn't smell like spring rain. It doesn't smell like elderberries, fried chicken, lo mein, or pine small. It smells like pussy. What does it smell like?
Pussy!
What does it smell like? Pussy! Hallelujah! Where's my money? Love the smell of a woman's cunt. Let the scent of her be like Proust's Madeleines. Let her perfume bring remembrance of things past. When you've mastered the clit basics, you can experiment with multitasking. And no, I don't mean going down on your lover while you watch The Simpsons. Although if she's watching too, it's fair game. I'm talking about everything from A to Z, anal to zoophilia. There's a world of positions and techniques. Use your imagination and let your fingertips do the walking. So, the next time you have the opportunity to kneel before a woman, take a moment to honor the clit, that tiny bundle of nerves that gives her so much pleasure. And for the love of the goddess, watch out for the right hook. That was Get the Clit 101. Class dismissed.